while here, Danube Schwabians, the children now, they practically came back to the country where their grandparents came from. This is more or less the same culture, and they are integrated here relatively easy to this culture, while over there and I'm not interested, more or less. So I called once. I told Susanne Paulus, when we started to have contact on email each other, I'm glad to hear that you want to do a movie about Donauschwabians, so, but because I think the descendants from Donauschwabians here, Austria, Germany, are the endangered species. Oh, of course, she found it funny, like to sing, but I have to say that was a mistake in my part to call it the endangered species, because there are things going on here too. I learned, which I guess I wasn't aware of. But in Wisconsin, I think Milwaukee. In Wisconsin, more than 50% of the general population is German descent. And we had been there for a meeting, and we had been shown there is in the process to be built a German-American cultural center on the grounds of the Danube Schwabens. It is a huge, huge building. The state of Wisconsin is part of it. There are contributions from Lufthansa, from some Protestant thing in northern Germany, and so they chip in. And what they have in mind is to get a closer relationship between the U.S. and Germany. Okay, so I was very much surprised. That is a very impressive building. I have seen a picture of what they intend to do. So, and I'm of course glad. In addition, the new Landesverband president Robert Filippi was now Leo Meyer was the previous 10 years, and they just gave it up. So I talked to Filippi, and he told me an interesting thing. Some time ago, a year or half a year, a German family was participating, not participating, but onlookers on competition dancing from the youth group in Cleveland, Ohio. And he said after a while, this woman approached him, Filippi, and told him, we Germans have to thank you Danube Schwabians to keep the German culture going like you do.
Excellent.
That means something, okay? Yeah. You see, as a technician, mechanical engineer, I always dealt with natural laws. In my occupation, there is no amount of talking you can make or to rescue a mistake. Either you know how to accomplish something, depends all on mathematics, physics, chemistry, and so on. These are natural laws, unbending. And if I made a mistake, I told myself, okay, now ask nature, what did I do wrong? And corrected it. It is, the Americans call it unforgiving, like computer programming, which I did a lot too, with this logic. Either you know or you don't. It is not like in politics, for instance, or a good salesman. A good salesman in America is one who can sell a refrigerator to an Eskimo. Okay. Now I am unfortunately the opposite. I don't think I could even sell a heating unit to an Eskimo. But I have my qualities. I have no problems with it. I have my accomplishments, and I have fixed my original inferiority complex, and I don't.
No have problem with that.
Oh, I have no problems at all. I talk to anyone. I couldn't care who it is. So, but still, look, I'm 80 now. I try to make the best out of it. That's all you can do.
Okay, the last question is if you have a chance to change something in your life, what would you do?
I never thought about it. If change something in my life, I cannot answer that because I never thought about it.
If you cannot, it's a trick question because if you cannot answer, you're very satisfied with your life.
Yeah. I worked hard, and I don't need to be rich. We have no money problems practically, right? And we help our children out once in a while. My son-in-law, with no doing of his own, was unemployed for 2 years. I was never a day unemployed in my life, so here's my life experience, but it came close when he was.
Yes, but you're the man of your own enterprise, your private enterprise, and you built your company.
Yes.
You was not happy when you was working for the others as much as you was happy when you built your own company.
Correct, yeah.
Well, I have to thank you. I have to say it was a very pleasant time to speak with you, especially those 10 hours we spoke the day before yesterday.
Okay. Now, I have to say also that I enjoyed it as well. I don't meet often people on your level where I can have discussions.
I will not put it in the interview.
No, you should. You see, one of the things in the Bible, what I like is the Sermon on the Mount, where at the end it says, you don't light a light and then put a bucket over it, right? Let your light shine. Okay, this is a very good thing. You shouldn't overdo it. I think I know my place in the whole setup. I don't want to be put down, and also I had to avoid that I'm lifted up. I was elected for something, and I told these people afterwards, I'm not this kind of, and I don't have the knowledge to act on this level. Okay, so I don't want to have more. I don't want to pretend something. You see, if someone goes overboard and praises himself, what's done, and all this kind of things, sooner or later it will be discovered. He will be cut to size, as the Americans say, right? Yeah.
Okay, Ed. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.